Be mindful of the spikes on the aloe. You don't want to injure yourself. Washing the leaf would be useful to remove any dirt or unnecessary residue that would still be on the aloe vera plant before we start cutting it up. Next, place the aloe on a chopping board or any flat surface that won't allow for slipping. My aloe was kind of dehydrated because my store stocks really bad aloe leaves, so I made do with what I could find. I chopped off the less succulent pieces, and in general you should also cut off the tip regardless. And I cut off the spikes. Fun fact, some people refer to the spikes as teeth or spines. So now we're going to cut the aloe into sections to make it easier for it to soak in the water. The soaking is necessary to remove the latex, which contains aloin or barbaloin. This is what causes the aloe to actually taste bitter. After 20 minutes, you should see the water change color to a more yellow-like color, and this is actually the latex containing the aloin. Aloin is a natural chemical found in the skin of the aloe vera plant that has laxative effects, but it can be harmful when taken in large quantities. So I prefer to soak out the excess amounts when I'm prepping it for ingestion. After 20 minutes, I change the water and I soak the pieces for another 20 minutes to aid in further removing the latex, causing that bitter taste I'm trying to avoid. Please ignore how bad I'm with handling a knife. I'm sure you can do a better job, and no, I did not cut myself. I used the most dull knife that I own. You can also peel the skin off the inner gel if you aren't comfortable using a knife. By comfortable, I mean a size appropriate for whatever purpose you need it for, whether that be as an immune booster, a detoxifier, to aid in digestion, to make your body more alkaline, or to reduce your blood sugar levels. I prefer to work with finger-sized pieces because that's what I find to be best for me. And I soak these pieces once again in a new batch of water for 20 minutes, and that's how I ensure that my gel isn't bitter. I save the outer skin because it's not possible to get every bit of gel, and I rub it onto my skin and use it as a little face mask to pass the time. I like to put my aloe on a flat surface with some paper towel and remove the water so it isn't so messy when I freeze the rest of it. I add the pieces I've patted dry to a resealable plastic baggie and consume the contents within a month. So the aloe is frozen now, and I wanted to show you guys how I actually prep it from its frozen state for consumption. The pieces will still freeze together, but it doesn't freeze as messily as it would if the aloe was more wet. I use a sharp edge and the pieces will separate by themselves since they're already cut. I prefer to use a knife because that's the only sharp-edged item I can think of, but if you have a spoon or maybe even a fork, you can use that too. I then get some drinking water and I place the amount of aloe I want to consume in a cup, and I let it unfreeze in the water and I eat it and drink the water. It isn't bitter, but it'll still have that slimy texture that aloe has. By the way, don't be like me and leave on the green outer layer of the aloe. Cut it all off. Please be sure to check that you're eating an edible variety of the plant. Only a few aloe species are edible, but if you purchase the leaf from the grocery store, it's most probable that it'll be safe to consume. Now, onto prepping the aloe for a Pre Poo. Ignore my more brown pieces. I actually left my aloe out for a while, and that's why they're not all white or clear. I pulse blend because I still want my aloe to be runny or slimy and not a more watery texture or consistency. You can still see that the aloe is slimy and gooey. Try your best not to overblend it because then it becomes more watery. I'll be straining the blend with a cheesecloth. I actually found this to be quite difficult because my cheesecloth kept slipping, so next time I'll be using a pantyhose. I then added the strained blend into an applicator bottle, and I added extra virgin olive oil and some black castor oil, and then I shook it vigorously. Obviously, you can replace these oils for another oil of your choice, such as avocado, apricot, whatever you choose really. I prefer to add this blend on dry hair and leave it on for 30 minutes because it will hydrate and effectively prepare my hair for the shampooing process. This is due to the aloe's conditioning properties, and try not to forget your scalp when you're pre-pooing. That's all for today, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more content from me, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.